literally said to Jada, that's it. I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible.
Okay, Will, you know what, brother? Better late than never. You know, you're pulling your balls out of your back pocket and you finally saying, I'm done. And I respect that. But I wanted to give y'all a teachable moment because unlike these other channels, I'm not here just for gossip. I'm here to use people you know to prevent you from creating forest fires in your life, like Smokey the Bear says. And there were 3 things that I really learned watching Will and Jada's situation that if you're looking for long-term relationships, you should think about. Number 1, trauma bonding leads to dysfunction. Number 2, in the famous words of the late, great Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And number 3, probably the most important one of all, is happiness is an inside job. Now, let me explain. Number 1, trauma bonding. You got to understand, their whole life has been played out in front of everybody. That's why people got something to say. But Jada Pinkett grew up in Baltimore, working in trap houses, selling crack, all kinds of different stuff. So she's had it a little hardcore. So she's got trauma. Will, conversely, on the other hand, has trauma as well. He sits there coming from a background where he said it in his first book. He said his father used to physically beat on his mother, and he felt helpless because he couldn't protect his mom. So you see how these two came together with childhood issues that they had never resolved, and it played itself out publicly. So Will Smith going up, slapping Chris Rock, doing things like that, always co-signing and standing by her, was his way of kind of protecting her the way he couldn't protect his mama. And for Jada, she looked at him as her kind of her ticket out, her way to have stability and security and a man that is a good dude. I mean, let's keep it real. Will Smith is the kind of guy most men would like their daughter to marry. Number 2 is when people show you who they are, believe them. Brother, there's been countless situations where she's disrespected you. So this should not be news, okay? Bringing you on TV to make you look like a fool, denying y'all together, talking about she didn't even see when you slapped Chris Rock when she's standing right in front of her. That kind of delusion, you already know what you're dealing with. And last but not least, happiness is an inside job. And we all go through this, men and women. You can't fix somebody else. You are not a psychiatrist, psychologist, 99% of us aren't. And it is more of it's not your job to do that. People got to go get their own therapy, go make it through their own childhood trauma and become better adults, or not. But your happiness is an inside job. That is up to you to make happen. And he got caught up trying to please this woman. It happens with women too. You know, man beating upside the head. She up here talking about, oh, y'all just don't know him like I know him. You don't understand him like I understand him. Shorty, I understand you got 2 black eyes and a busted lip. I know that's not what it's about. Will Smith, oh, I just feel like I'd be lost without you. You look lost, brother. She's embarrassing you. She's making you a shell of the man you are. So at the end of the day, remember those 3 things. Trauma bonding is always going to lead to dysfunction. For you, for the girl, for the kids, for the family, you need to work on your issues before you get into long-term relationships or marriages. And number 2, when people show you who they are, believe them. And last but not least, as I said before, happiness starts within. You can't get with somebody and expect to make them happy when they're unhappy, or expect another person to make you happy when you're not happy. So pay attention.